Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Halton Hills Housing Update. So I feel like I have a very exciting update this week. We are doing exactly what our market normally does, so diving into the numbers. We had 10 sales in Georgetown, which is a normal good week. I mean, it's not super strong, but it is not slow. So buyers are still out right now. The amazing news is we only had 3 new listings. That is so low. I mean, we definitely always in November and December see listings slow down. Just given the year we had, I wasn't sure that that trend was going to be starting so early in the season. I thought maybe we'd have to wait for December to start to see this shift, but it's happening, so that is very exciting. In Acton this week, we had 6 sales, huge week for Acton, and even better, no new listings. Glen Williams saw no sales and no new listings, and the rural market saw 1 sale and 2 new listings. The other awesome piece of news, and which really helped to shift inventory this week, is 14 properties exited the market. So on top of our sales outpacing our listings, we also saw 14 properties completely exit the market. So this is great news for where we are going, and hopefully this trend just continues so that we can go into the new year super strong. We did have 7 properties that relisted at a lower price, so people are still out there trying to sell. And then weirdly enough, we had 2 properties that listed at the same price and 2 properties that raised their price. Interesting strategy in this market, but just some really promising trends when we're looking at this week's update. Now looking at active inventory, so significant drop this week. We are down from 254 to 231 active listings in Halton Hills. That is a huge drop. And if you go back, it wasn't so much last December, but December of 2023, we started to just see properties like fly off the market. Our inventory cut in half in like a matter of like 3-4 weeks. And I feel like if these numbers can continue, we will not be far off of that similar trend. And what it does is it puts our numbers in the start of the year at a really strong spot. And we know historically in January, February especially, that our inventory usually doesn't meet our buyer demand, and that can kind of be the catalyst for a good year. We were on trend for that last year, and that did not happen because of some changes out of our control. But overall, seeing our inventory at 231 active listings is super exciting, because that was a drop of over 20 properties. And if we can continue to see this, we are going to be in good shape. I digress. Georgetown this week has 132 active listings, down from 145, so a huge drop there. Looking at our price points, under 800,000 is down from 30 to 26. 800 to $1 million is down 38 to 37 active listings. A big drop here, 1 to 1.5 million dropped from 60 to 53 active listings, and 1.5 million plus went from 17 to 16. So softening in all of our price points as well. This is all just like really good news that we are going to hopefully be following our normal trends. Acton this week, what a week for Acton. Went from 35 down to 26 active listings. That's a huge drop for Acton. They had a few terminate there as well, but also no new listings, and all of those sales definitely helped inventory there. Glen Williams remained the same at 12, and the rural market went down slightly, 62, now at 61 active listings. So I am very excited about these numbers. When I was looking at the new listings and kind of filtering out the ones that had relisted, and I got to basically 5, I was like, wow, that is amazing. We have been struggling so much with high inventory levels. And I mean, 230 is still extremely high. That was our previous record prior to 2025. So we still are at extreme highs, but we are going in the right direction. And those trends are happening like they have in the past year. So I'm really optimistic that we can have a really strong start to 2026. So this is the warning. If you are a buyer, there are some serious opportunities, and with where interest rates have gone this year, and that it is expected that there are at least 1 to 2 more cuts next year, you could be in a window right now to be picking up a property at a very good price. So buyers, get out there. I mean, clearly our sales numbers are showing that buyers are active, but this could be a window of time where we are kind of nearing the bottom of our market, especially if our inventory continues to drop like this. So here's your warning. So I will be back next week. Have a great week, everyone.